Hello, it's me doing a review on my NECA Xenomorph Warrior from Aliens. Now, this Xenomorph Warrior is the next stage in the evolution of Xenomorphs. So it's the drone to the warrior to the Praetorian to the queen to the matriarch. The matriarch's just the queen with the big egg sac. And the Praetorian is just sort of a big, it's like a smaller alien queen. But this figure, it is actually, I do think they did do quite well in sort of upgrading from him to him, sorry. Like, because the articulation in this one isn't as good as the one in this one. This one's a lot more ball joints and more joints in the knees and elbows and all of that. And it's also got better bendy wire in the tail. But this is, like, you can do sort of an evolution of a Xenomorph, but there aren't any Praetorian toys, because I think that's, that's just from a video game. But, yeah. Start with the box. So it's got Xenomorph Warrior, this sort of old TV style thingy. This is where I cut it open. That's in this. You can take this out. I did that with the Alien, with the drone. Aliens, more stuff about the second film. Also available. You can get. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I think that's the Xenomorph Big Chap, and then that's just another drone. But yeah. So it's got the classic biomechanical look to it. I quite like the design of the hands in this one, because it's got sort of like it's got quite a cool pose in it. So he's just jumping out, which is the same as with the drone. Just I prefer that shape of hands, and I think it does look a bit less human than the other one, which I think is quite nice. And something which I really like about this figure is, with this one, the original one, his mouth was on a hinge, so when it closed, had a giant overbite, and the hinge was up there. With this one, they did it right. It's got a nice, clean, open and close, which I really like. It looks really good. So you can have this on the shelf. This is quite a scarier one. It is basically the same as the other one, just it hasn't got the dome and it's got different hands and feet. I'll show you the feet in a later. They sort of look a bit more like a bird or like a dinosaur or something. But then it's got these sort of all the tubes going along. It's got more of the veins going down the arms with the ridges and things. It's got this, which I really like this. I sort of think like it's a weapon, like a sort of blade. They can just go and cut through people. But they don't actually do that in the film, so I don't really know what that's about. And it's got the tubes on the back for breathing. And then it's got the pointless crest thingy at the top. And then it's got... Who's the one around? And then it's got the tail going down there. And as I said, it's got better bendy wire in the tail, which is much better than the other drone. So you can get some better poses with it. It's not very good when it's directly up there, but you can get some strange poses. The tail is mostly just for balance though, for from when she's standing up. Because if you didn't know this, all the Xenomorphs are female, because they will all eventually turn into the alien queen. Some Xenomorph facts for you. It's got these sort of, don't really know what they are, sort of veins and tubes and things that look like they're off a car. These weird piston-y thingies. More car parts. I've got lots more of the veins going down the legs. Then it's got these sort of dinosaur, yeah, this one falls off a lot, dinosaurish feet with really weird toes. And then these spikes at the back, which they basically just look like they've split apart because they're closed and they're open. And also with this figure, it's got a really nice blue colour, and the other one, this one's sort of like a greyish with a silver colour over the top. But there are some big differences. His foot fell off again. Between these two. And I definitely would say this is, I don't really know which one I prefer. Like, this one's got better articulation stuff, which I'll show you in a minute. Yet this one's the original one. Don't fall. And it's just, yeah. It looks like the Warrior's ribcage is a bit smaller than the actual drones. And it's got really different hands. They've sort of joined together because they've still got those sort of ridges where the two fingers were from where these were. And then it's got these sort of fleshy bits for when he opens his mouth. Can open really strange, like really wide. And I guess oh yeah, these wiry things, they do prevent some articulation, so if you pull it too hard, these will snap. Same with the other drone. But it's got a ball joint at the top of the neck, so it can get about that far down. Not very far up, so you can't have it crawling across the ceiling or anything like that. Then it's got a hinge for the jaw, and then sort of you just pull this out like that. The small tongue. The tongue looks a bit like a gut buster, actually. I never really thought about that. It does look like a gut buster, just in their mouth. And it's got a swivel hinge for the shoulders, then a swivel just below the shoulders. Can't remember what that's called. A bicep, tricep. Can't remember. It's got a double swivel hinge at the top. Really, this one only moves. This one doesn't really move much. And then it's got a swivel hinge at the end of the hand, at the wrists. Same with this. Then it's got a ball joint in the middle, which is quite wobbly. So it goes, which is a bit funny. So you just go, la, 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 la. And then it's got I think it is a swivel hinge there, and they've also made this bit out of soft plastic, so it does bend it a bit, so you can get some better articulation. Yeah, it's got a double hinge at the knees, and no swivel. Then it's got a ball joint at the feet, and then it's actually got a hinge for the sort of the toes, just behind the toes. But this is, you can get a battle damaged version of this one, where he sort of got half his head just blown off, and then a blast there from when he's been shot. But the Xenomorph Warrior is, like, it is a lot scarier, because basically they're made to protect the queen, and these ones just walk around, basically. I don't really know what they do. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. There will be lots more reviews in the future, hopefully, if I don't run out of things to review. And goodbye, and see you in the next one.